Another exciting package in the mail. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel if you haven't been here before, and if you haven't been here before, please subscribe to be a part of the bilingual family. Different background, I'm in a different place right now. I'm not on holiday, but I am having holidays in the terms of like it's college holiday, so it's vacation. Does that make sense? No. Anyway, I have quite a few Nabla palettes, but I saw these two tiny palettes. Well, tiny little palettes, cutie palettes, and I was like, I need to have those. Those look amazing. So this is what I have purchased. So I have the two cutie palettes, and then I have one of the Cupid's Arrow. That was it. Cupid's Arrow full color stylo, and I have the shade Arrow number 5. I have been using Nabla for 4 years now, since 2017 I think, when they became more accessible to Belgium. Have their Dreamy palette, their Secret palette, their Soul Blooming palette. I have individuals, I have foundations, concealer, bronzer, highlight, blush. I have pretty much tried everything from Nabla. I am planning on doing a full face sometime in the future, so you will find every single product of this collection as well as the rest of my makeup that I'm wearing right now linked down below in the description box. So I'm gonna do a look with each of these eyeshadow palettes, and as well I'm gonna probably end up doing a very simple look with this one. So I think the first one that I want to start with is the Nabla Cutie Analog palette. This is what it looks like. I think it looks absolutely divine. The packaging is cardboard, but there's like a plastic film over top. There's textures and stuff like that, so all in all really nice. So I'm actually gonna do a look that is semi-inspired by a look that Hung Van Gogh did on Selena Gomez. I was watching that video before I started doing this. So we're gonna do a look with this one first. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit, and then we're going to jump into the video. So you have different type of textures, so eyeshadows in this little palette. So Dark Room is a latex matte, Overexposed is a metal foil, Contact Sheet is a super matte, then Camera Roll is a super matte, Noise is a celestial, and then 35mm is a metal foil. Noise. Did I say noise? It's noise. Noise. It's noise. It's noise. My camera shut off while I was doing the shimmers. So I was applying Overexposed, the shade right here, which is like the peachy duochrome, and I just applied that on the inner part of the eye, so right in the center, and then I drag it up in like a diagonal line, so like this, and then I put a little bit of 35mm, I don't know what mm stands for, also kind of like in the center, so right here, and then also a little bit in a diagonal line, and this is almost a finished look. Yeah, this is almost the final look. And then I also finished up my under eyes with this is a Nabla liner and brows brush into Dark Room, which is this brown right here, a little bit like this. And then I took my Nabla, I have no idea because it rubbed off, but it's a really tiny small brush, and I took that into Contact Sheet, which is this orange shade right here, and then I blended it out. So that was what I was doing. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of 35mm, which is the shade right here, in my inner corner. Can I just say that these are intense? There you go. And then I'm gonna take a Nabla, again, a soft dab and smudge. I can just about read it, and we're just gonna blend that out ever so slightly. Now I'm gonna balance out my skin again with a little bit of bronzer, blush, mascara, brows, and lips, and I'll be right back. So this is the second look with the Cutie Midnight palette. So this is the blue one. Also something that I did yesterday and today, but I wiped it off, is I tried the Nabla Cupid's Arrow in number 5, so Arrow number 5, which is also part of this collection, and it's a beautiful nudie brown color, as you can see right here. Very, very creamy. So I've been trying this out and it looks really, really nice. I think it's really nice and creamy. The only thing I'm worried about is the tip like not being sharp anymore. So that is something that I have to think about, how I'm going to make it sharp again. I think I'm gonna include a picture of this because filming another look is unfortunately something that I don't have time for this week. So I hope you enjoy the picture, but it's really nice and creamy, has really good longevity, and I think I will probably use this in an upcoming video again. And then for the palettes, I'm gonna quickly give you my thoughts. So this is Cutie number 7, is that right? Yeah, number 7, and this is the Analogue one, so this is a very warm toned one. So first of all, about the shades, I think these are the two normal mattes. These two are extremely easy to blend, not patchy, very soft and buttery. No, it's not buttery, but it's definitely very soft and velvety. It's velvety. So they're really easy to blend out, and you get pigments, but they are buildable. So they're not extreme pigmentation from the first dip. So it's a really nice workable pigment to work with. And then Darkroom is a very interesting formula. It's a latex matte, if I'm not mistaken, and you can see that it's not like there's shimmer inside of this, but it has a certain kind of moisture, and also when you put your finger in it, it feels velvety and creamy almost. And I found that this is one of those very dark brown shades that was extremely easy to work with. Then the shimmers. So Overexposed is this one. It's supposed to be like the duochrome. This is beautiful. I love that shade so much. I didn't use Noise, but I will probably use it in a different video where I do more of a dark brown smoky eye. And then 35mm is also just absolutely gorgeous. Like the shimmers in here are amazing. Overall, the quality of this palette is really, really beautiful. It's not a very boring palette despite it being only 6 shades. Then the Cutie Midnight palette, which is the one that I have on my face right now. In terms of the two palettes, I think this one is my favorite in terms of shimmer shades. I just love blue eyeshadow so much. Starting off with the shimmers, I didn't use Marseille because I just really wanted to use blue alone. Sapphire. Oof. Then Alma it looks white in the pen, but it has a really beautiful very light blue sheen, which is amazing. It's what I have on my inner corners. This one is very similar to this one in the sense that they feel very, not powdery, they feel very crumbly in the pen. So when you do like this, it feels crumbly, it looks crumbly, it doesn't look as smooth as the other shimmers. So there is a certain kind of crumbliness to it. Having said that, there isn't a lot of fallout with this shade particularly, and also with Air, which is this one. This is more of a matte shade, again also quite that same kind of crumbly texture, not a very smooth texture. But I was very surprised by the shade Air because I thought that is not going to show up because it's such a light kind of pastel-y shade. Turns out it does actually show up, so I'm very happy with that because it's a very light shade. Sapphire, this shade is definitely more of I would say a mature shimmer, so it doesn't have quite the amount of sparkle that Quiet Storm has. Quiet Storm, I think you can see it on my eyes. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a very shimmery product and it has a little bit of a purple reflect that I am absolutely obsessed with. I think it looks so beautiful. And then we also have Blue Hour, and that is I think one of the only like true classic mattes in this palette. So this one is also a little bit more tricky to work with because it is quite powdery. So it's not as crumbly as these two. It's not crumbly, but it is powdery. And what I mean by that is you dip your brush in it and there's quite a bit of kick up. So I already have like the smallest dent by using this, I think 2 times, so yesterday and today. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is the most opaque blue that I have ever come across. So I think it does require maybe a little bit of a base underneath. But all in all, it's a really nice palette and I really like it. So that is everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this look and I hope you enjoyed watching me do 2 looks with this collection. Please let me know what you want to see next and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!